city trembles as the octopus, a mysterious menace, rises from the underworld in an attempt to control all industries. Richard Wentworth, famous criminologist, offered his services to Commissioner Kirk of the police department. Into the criminal battle waged by the octopus steps the spider, whose mark strikes terror into the heart of the underworld.
I'm going to give him one of my firecrackers. As I throw it, slam the doorbell. Then we'll give Mr. Spider all he can handle for a while.
That'll hold him. Using his scientific knowledge, Wentworth traced the broadcasting station of the octopus to a house in an isolated country district. Disguised as the spider, Wentworth and his faithful servant, Ram Singh, fight their way into the house. Ram Singh is overcome and thrown into a room, rapidly filling with rushing water. The spider is trapped in a room filled with poisonous gas vapor, and torrents of live steam are blasted on him.
That'll take care of him.
If I could get out of here for a minute, I'd carve my name in your heart. Come on, get it. Working a minute ago.
Don't talk, Sahib. The place is wired. We don't have to worry about that now. I destroyed the radio set completely. The octopus won't broadcast his orders. Look out the door. Come quickly, Sahib. Take care of Lita. All right, Jackson, the coast is clear. You all right, darling?
Quite all right.
All right, Major.
That was a close one, boys. Nita, from now on, you're going to stay home.
Not as long as you're in danger, Dick.
Sweetheart.
Well?
Whitey's been killed, sir. It was the spider. He smashed our broadcasting set and broke out the girl and the two guys from the water room.
Failure. That's all you report. How long do you expect me to forgive mistakes? The spider must not be allowed to interfere. He must never affect my plans in the future. No stone must be left unturned until his identity is disclosed and he's brought out into the open at last. I will not tolerate opposition. Not from the spider or anyone else.
What about our plans for tonight?
For the moment, we must abandon them. First, we must get the spider. Now clear out, all of you.
Word has gone out all over town to get the spider. I found that out as Blinky McQuaid. Spider must be a thorn in somebody's side. If he is, that's just fine. Richard Wentworth will get a chance to do a little investigating while the spider takes a vacation.
I don't understand what you mean, Major.
Well, it's certain that the octopus is trying to draw the spider out into the open. Is that right?
Sure.
All right. If that's what he's trying to do, we'll give him a dose of his own medicine. We'll try drawing him out into the open.
Dick, you're talking in circles.
Am I? Is there any sort of public event going on in the next few days that's out of the ordinary routine?
Well, they're opening a new bridge tomorrow.
No, not that. Wait a minute. I've got it. The benefit for the bus driver's family.
But that's right. They're holding some sort of a show right in the bus terminal.
Get my trunks out of the attic. I'm going to do my old magic act.
Your old magic act?
Right.
Hello?
Hello, Morris. This is Wentworth speaking.
Oh, hello, Wentworth. How are you?
Your paper is friendly to the Roberts Bus Company, isn't it?
Yeah, we're practically running the show for them.
That's swell. I'd like to give them a little help myself. You know, I used to do an amateur magic act, and I thought perhaps I could get out my old props and come down and do my bit on the show.
You certainly can, Mr. Wentworth. Your name as a famous criminologist would be a big drawing card. Thanks a million. Goodbye.
The limelight is very enticing to Mr. Wentworth, but I'm going to make the limelight very hot for him. Read that. We're going to take care of Wentworth, and the spider will take care of the blame. This is once where the spider will walk into the trap set for the fly. See that that is delivered to the managing editor of the Call Inquirer immediately.
Yes, sir. How are you, Wentworth?
Stop. I just came by to tell you that I'm doing my old magic act at the bus benefit tomorrow night.
Oh, is that so?
Mm-hmm.
Will you use Ram Singh tomorrow night?
Yes.
Is he still such a crack shot?
Crack shot? You know he's always been handier with a knife. What's on your mind, Kirk? Has he been arrested for speeding or something?
A house was raided last night, and the place was cluttered with dead men marked by the spider. And a turban was found on the scene.
Who are these men, gangsters?
That's beside the point. The turban. Ram Singh wears one, doesn't he?
Well, yes, but what does that prove?
What do you know about the spider?
Why, he seems to be a perfectly nice sort of fellow, as far as I know. Goes around punishing people the law hasn't time to catch up with. What do you know about him?
Stop beating about the bush, Dick.
What do you want me to say? You don't think I'm the spider, do you?
I don't know what to think. But I'll tell you this much. The police department will receive instructions to concentrate on the spider to get him dead or alive.
Perhaps I can help you. You know, Kirk, you amaze me. First, you asked me to come in here and help you stop this wave of crime, and then you turn around and practically accuse me of being the spider. If I didn't know you so well, I'd get angry.
Yes?
Mr. Morris of the Call Inquirer to see you.
Send him in.
Perhaps he's come down to sell you a couple of ducats.
Take a look at this, Commissioner.
The spider again.
May I see it? Doesn't the spider usually leave his mark of identification?
That's right, Commissioner. What would the spider want with a benefit show?
He might want to attract our attention to the benefits so that he could operate somewhere else.
That's only theory, Kirk. But with a threat of this kind, you should give protection to the people attending the show.
Naturally. Policemen will be assigned to cover every square inch of that block around the terminal.
Perhaps Mr. Wentworth would rather withdraw from the program.
No. It would be better that I appear and save a lot of embarrassment.
Oh, it may be just the work of some crank. Play the story up big, but give it the horse laugh.
I think you're right. There's a certain breed of crank that's always writing letters. We get them regularly. Advice, criticism, threats. This note is probably from one of that type.
Spider has nothing against me, I'm sure. I've never caused him. Well, till I see you, gentlemen.
So long, Dick.
Goodbye, Miss Whitworth.
So you see, that fake note means more than Kirk realizes. I don't need more than one guess to tell me who sent it.
Who, the octopus?
Well, of course. He's setting a trap to catch both the Spider and Richard Wentworth at the same time. But he hasn't things figured out as cleverly as he thinks. Nita, we've got to be letter perfect in our routine.
We'll do our share, Dick. There's a great deal at stake.
I see by this evening's paper the note was delivered. Very good. Bulls are walking into the trap just as I planned. With Wentworth on the stage, it should be an easy matter for you to get him.
Dick, I wish I knew what was going to happen tonight. You know, you have a nice habit of plunging us into the midst of excitement before we even know what's going on.
Well, if we all stick together, darling, we can sort of watch over each other. Jackson, everything packed?
Everything packed, Major.
All right, pilot in the back of the sedan.
Right.
All set? Here we go. Quickly, Ramsey. Here we are.
Well, Mr. Wentworth, I'm glad to see you. Allow me to show you to your dressing room.
Thank you. Now, those are the plans. Nita, you go and get into your costume. Jackson, set up the machinery. Ram, you stay here and watch. I have to go and see the chap in the box office. Hello, Dover.
Hello, Mr. Wentworth. I was wondering when you get here.
I appreciate your help in my plan.
I still don't know what it is.
I'm sorry I can't tell you the details. But remember, when I give you the signal, I want you to make sure that all the tickets you sell are in a special group. I want to keep a certain bunch of people together.
Friends of yours?
Well, not exactly. Call them business acquaintances.
Oh, I see. Pardon me.
Sure.
Give me 3 tickets down front.
Sorry, we're almost sold out. But I've got 3 nice ones in the 15th row on the aisle. Will that do?
What do you mean it's sold out? The box office just opened.
Sorry, will you have these tickets?
All right, come on, give it to me. We've been framed. We've been given these seats on purpose.
Yeah, if we can make no squawks.
I got an idea. Get up to the spotlight there and take over.
What's your idea?
Just this, when Wentworth gets up on the stage, flash the spotlight on him and we can't miss.
Right.
Dick, but I'm worried.
Oh, don't worry, darling. We're a cinch.
Pardon me. We're ready, Major.
Right.
Dick, I've got my fingers crossed.
Good. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next number on our program is the famous criminologist and magician, your friend and my friend, Richard Wentworth.
Ladies and gentlemen, with your kind permission, we will now take you to the land of magic and mystery with our guide, Mr. Richard Wentworth.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
will see Nita Van Sloan, fiancée of Richard Wentworth, become a target of the Octopus killers. Continuing his reign of criminal activity, the Octopus sends his henchmen to carry out a daring bank holdup. The Octopus, in an attempt to eliminate Richard Wentworth, has his killers bomb the famous criminologist. Will he escape?